Hey everyone, Hannah here from Preferred Physical Therapy, where we help people age 40 and above stay active and independent, live free from painkillers, and avoid surgery. So I wanted to hop on here and do a little educational video for all of you, just to talk about some balance. And a lot of people come in here not even understanding that physical therapy can address balance. It's something that they can work on. We get a lot of referrals for patients that come in and they're like, what can you do for my balance? So I wanted to just explain a little bit about what balance is, what physical therapy can do for balance, and what are the three different parts of that makes up what your balance is. So your balance is consisted of three things. You have your vision system, you have your vestibular system, and then you have your proprioception. Your vision is obviously your eyes, what you see, all that input that you take in each day. And what your vision does is it helps you visually figure out where your body is in space. It lets you see things around you that could potentially be a tripping hazard or whatever it may be. So your vision is a huge aspect of your overall balance. Your next part is your proprioception. Proprioception includes all of the muscles, all of the tendons, even the nerve endings in your feet and in your lower legs. And what you get there is all of the stretching, all of the pressure from the ground, from your shoes, whenever you make contact when you're walking or you're standing. All of that gets sent back up into your brain, again, to help you figure out where you are in space. Is the floor uneven? Are you going on an incline or a decline? So all that ground reaction force also gets sent up to the brain. And then your last part is your vestibular system. A lot of people don't know about the vestibular system. It's not very commonly talked about. Usually people come in like, yeah, I guess I have a crystal out or something like that. So vestibular system, it has three different canals. And then in there you do have the crystals, or what they call the otoconia. And as you move your head in different positions, these crystals will move in a gel-like substance that's in all of these canals. And it keeps everything else around you stable while you move your head. So if you think about like when you're riding in a car, going on an elevator, you're not, even though like you're feeling it physically, you're feeling those movements, your vestibular system is the thing that keeps it all stable. So you have all these three inputs, and what they do is they get sent up to your brainstem. Your brainstem registers it, figures out what's going on, and then it sends signals back, especially down to your feet to help you react if you do lose your balance or whatever it may be. So there's a lot going on, and when one of those systems is out, the other two have to jump in and do more work. So if you are walking on a sandy beach, you're going to lose your proprioception. So your vision and your vestibular system are going to be the ones to jump in, send more signals to the brainstem. If you're walking in a dark house at night, you're going to lose your vision. So you'll have to rely more on your vestibular and your proprioception. Our body just does a great way of, in a way, compensating and figure out what it needs to do to help you keep safe and to help you not be at a risk of falling. And so we'll oftentimes have patients come in and we start asking them, like, how often do you fall? Do you trip? Do you notice yourself stumbling? And they're like, yeah, but never really thought it was an issue. And it doesn't necessarily become an issue for people until they start falling, or until one of their children is like, hey, you've had 6 falls in, let's say, 2 months. Obviously something's going on. Let's go get it addressed. So we test out balance here a lot, not only for patients coming in specifically for balance and strengthening, but if you're coming in for your hip or for your ankle, we'll test out your balance, because not only does it tell us how stable you are, how much of a fall risk you may or may not be, but we can also see other ways that your body compensates. So if you're standing on one leg and you notice that your hips or your pelvis dips, that tells me automatically that you have weakness in your glutes, and that is something that could potentially be throwing off your balance and making you more unstable. So that would be something that we would address into your treatment, is making sure we address those hip imbalances or the strength imbalances. So balance is a huge aspect of your care. Whether or not it's something that you may consider an issue, we always want to make sure that we're addressing it. So I hope that doing this little video for all of you was informative and makes you think a little bit more about your balance, how it may or may not be affecting you in the day. And if you have any questions or concerns about your balance or anything else that we as physical therapists here at Preferred can help you address and work on, our phone lines are always open, our doors are open, and you can always like and comment on this video too. One of us will reach back out to you and we'll get something going. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.